Hey y'all, Brandon Reedus here. I am getting sick and tired of a lot of the memes posted on Facebook. I'm sure I'm not the only one. And I'm guilty every now and then I post one myself. It really drives me crazy when it's a debate of memes. Hey, I've got no critical thinking of my own. I can't really think. I can't really do research. So here, take a meme. Yeah! Come on, guys. We're better than this. Let's do a little research. Doesn't take much. So lately, there's been a lot of memes comparing Obama to Bush. How much better he is than Bush. Such a great president. He's black. He's a Democrat. Makes him a great guy. Let's not look at any of the numbers. Oh, hey, let's look at the numbers, actually. That's what they do. They say, well, look at the unemployment under Obama. Everything's so much better. Look at the insurance rates. Yay, everything's so much better. Look at the amount of cars bought under Obama. Yes! Things are so much better under Obama. Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of a different perspective. But before I go there, I'm going to start off by saying, I hate George W. Bush. I think he should be rotting in prison right now. But instead of looking at things from a Republican lens or a Democrat lens, I try to look at things from a realistic lens, from a critical thinking lens, from a honest lens, from a I don't give a rip what color your skin is lens, I just care about reality lens, from a hey, this is what the poor and middle class are looking like lens. That's just me. And if that's crazy to you, you got the wrong guy to listen to. But if you actually care about most Americans and about most things going on in your country, this will probably be something to listen to. So let's start comparing George W. Bush and Obama. Both are warmongers. Yeah, this might surprise you. Let's start with let's start with Bush. Yeah, he started 2 wars. Afghanistan war at the very, very, very biggest stretch out there possible was justified. I personally think 9/11 was an inside job. I think it's incredibly difficult to believe it wasn't unless you just completely have done no research on the topic. So let's say it wasn't. Let's say we got attacked by these horrible terrorists that attacked us because we're free, which is a bunch of BS. You can look at any time they attack us, it's because we're out there policing their countries. We're out there dropping bombs on their countries. We have military bases all over their countries. But hey, let's throw all that aside and recognize we did get attacked, and we went into Afghanistan and we started nation building. Yeah, that's not really defending America, that's nation building. Oh, but they have lots of lithium for batteries, so we got a nation build over there, yeah. Then he goes into Iraq, which was in a completely unconstitutional war. Started on false premises. He was a disgusting person that killed lots and lots of soldiers and killed over 1 million Iraqis. That is George W. Bush, a disgusting human being. Now, Obama started pulling troops out of these countries. Yeah, he's anti-war. What a good guy. Except the media forgets to tell you that Obama has done more drone strikes worldwide than Bush and all the other countries in the world combined. Yeah, and Obama, the peace guy, remember he won a Nobel Peace Prize? That guy, under his watch, we've lost more than 3 times the soldiers of Bush in Afghanistan. That's your peace candidate. Yeah. So they're not very different in that area. But let's try different topics. Let's go with economics. Yes, that's one of my favorite topics. Bush, he's a horrible guy. He inherited a recession under Clinton. Handed him a recession, yeah. It was called the NASDAQ bubble. Bush decided, let's screw everyone except the rich. Let's create a massive bubble, a housing bubble. We'll have lots of people buying houses. We'll have all these wealthy bankers and huge corporations making tons of money as we print tons of money, pumping it into the system. We'll lower interest rates, and we will buy houses, and we'll create this huge booming economy with an insane amount of debt on top of all the 2 wars that we got going on. Yeah! Worked pretty well. Up till 2007, our economy was booming. In 2006, practically every economist in the United States was bragging about how great our economy was doing. There were a few that weren't, and they were right, but there were a few. But most were bragging about how great things were. 2007/2008 rolls around, our economy takes a massive dump, destroys the poor and middle class even more, and Bush supports bailing out banks, GM, people like this, because you got to keep the wealthy happy. Now, of course, they're saying it's to save the economy, but it wasn't. Obama, well, what's the difference between him? Well, he inherited a recession just like Bush, yes, but he learned. He says, I'm not going to do all the bailouts. I'm not going to do all the QE. I'm not going to do all the big bank stuff. I'm not going to keep lowering interest rates. No, I'm going to, oh yeah, he's going to do the same exact thing as Bush, except on steroids. So Bush did it to this degree and doubled the national debt. Yeah, I think he left with around, $7 trillion of national debt, which means your great-grandchildren will be in debt when they are born. That's what Bush did. Obama said, nope, that wasn't bad enough. I'm going to expand those policies and put them on steroids. I'm going to outspend Bush by 3, 4, 5-fold. Yeah, we're just going to spend tons of money. I'm going to lower interest rates to 0 because this time it's going to work. Yeah. That's Obama for you. Big difference between him and Bush. QE, yep, that's all good. Let's bail out the banks. Our national debt, let's double it. Okay, Bush doubled the national debt. I'm going to double Bush's previously doubled national debt. That's Obama for you. Big difference from Bush. People talk about how the difference between Obama and Bush is that his deficit spending, in other words, how much he spends over what we have coming in every single year, is lowering. Yeah, that's true. The difference is, folks, just like under Bush, our economy is heading towards a massive recession. Except 08 is going to look like nothing. You can't implement the same exact policies, put them on steroids, and expect a different result. You can't go to the gym, work out, and come back home after weeks and weeks of doing this and not expect results. You're going to get more fit, you're going to get more athletic, you're going to have better cardio or whatever you're working out. If you do the same exact thing and you put it on steroids, you're going to have issues. You're going to get bigger, you're going to get stronger, you're going to get faster. Except this is a negative thing. This is kind of like alcohol. What we have is Bush, he says, boom, we hit a crash. You know what we're going to do? We're going to give people lots and lots of alcohol. And yeah, we're going to keep that high going. Woo-hoo! And then as time progresses, we're going to crash. Yeah. And Obama, his solution is heroin. Yeah. This time, we're going to just load this dude up with heroin over and over and over. Load him up with heroin, yeah. But the crash is worse. And that's what we're headed towards. Our country is going to be in $20 trillion worth of national debt. We can't pay that off. And that's thanks to Obama. He didn't do anything different than Bush. He expanded Bush's policies. Right now, our economy is supposedly doing good, which is a huge exaggeration. We're headed for a crash. And while we're headed for the crash, prices have been going up on everything, and Obama is actually proud of this. Your wages have been stagnant or falling if you're lucky enough to have a job. He forced Obamacare down our throats, which is supposed to be a good thing, except now employers, thanks to him, are forced to hire people part-time instead of full-time. So now people have 2 or 3 or 4 part-time jobs in order to get enough money to live off of. This really helps Obama because now he can say, I created all of these jobs, except it's people working 3 or 4 part-time jobs. This isn't helping our country. This is crushing it. Our workforce participation rate, we're at 5% unemployment. People are bragging about how great Obama is. Our workforce participation rate is at the lowest it has ever been since women have been added to the workforce. That's how great our economy is, and we are headed towards a recession. If you don't believe me, I have a simple test for you. Go and look up any economist who predicted the 2008 recession and find any of them who say that our economy is doing great and we're not headed towards a recession. Find any one economist who warned and predicted about the 2008 crash at least a year before it happened and actually was trying to protect the middle class and the poor. Find one of them who says our economy is in good shape right now. Good luck. So anyway, we're going to keep going on. Obama and Bush, yeah, they both attack whistleblowers. Yeah, Edward Snowden's running for his life. There's lots of other people Obama's chasing down. So they pretty much have that in common. So if you actually tell on your government and point out that your government is doing evil, corrupt things, you have to run for your life. Remember how Obama was going to be transparent? That's what they have in common. Okay, let's go a little further. Bush supported the Patriot Act. This is an unconstitutional law that he signed into office. He signs it into office. We now have TSA groping us, grabbing us, checking us out, which is unconstitutional. It is unlawful search and seizure of every single person that tries to go on an airline. They also can tap your phones, they can check your emails, all this stuff. This is what your federal government does now. Obama, Mr. Transparent, does he get rid of that law? No. He expands it. Obama also signed into law a law that allows the federal government to take any person at any time from your house, and you can be held indefinitely without any due process. That's Obama for you. So he doesn't really have much that differs from Bush on that topic. Let's look at poverty. Yeah, poverty expanded under both of them. Wealth gap expanded under both of them. Why is that? Because when you have these bailouts and you have all of these programs that help bail out these huge companies, that all goes to the wealthy people. They all do just fine. When you're printing that much money, the wealthy people, they can still keep making deals. The poor people, they're the ones that get screwed because their dollars buy less food, less electricity bills, less everything, and they are forced to have less opportunities because of people like Obama and Bush. Okay? Both doubled the national debt. Actually, both of them nearly tripled the national debt. Bush left with, I think, $7 trillion. Obama's going to leave with nearly $21 trillion in debt. And we're heading towards a recession at the end of both of their terms. Both expanded our military-industrial complex. We didn't shrink our military-industrial complex under Obama. We expanded it. The peace candidate expanded our military-industrial complex spending. Think about that. Yeah, the peace guy. Isn't that odd? Yeah, I find that odd too. Bush, obviously, he expanded it. The guy couldn't get enough military spending. Let's see if I missed anything else. That's pretty much it, folks. That's just off the top of my head. Those are all the things they have in common. We're headed towards a recession, guys. And it's not going to be pretty. The people in America right now, we're struggling financially. Most of us are. There's some of us that are doing all right, but most of us are struggling financially. We have inept politicians. I'm not suggesting anybody to vote for in this election. It's horrible. And we're headed towards a recession that's going to make 2008 look like a walk in the park. Typically, what a president does when they're headed towards a recession or when a recession starts is they lower interest rates. That's what Bush did. That's what Clinton did. That's what Obama did. Typically, when there's a boom or a really good economy, they start raising those interest rates so that way if there is another bust, they can lower them. This is called Keynesian economics. They've been doing this for a long time. We are now at the point where at 0% interest rates. When we head to our next recession, they can't lower interest rates. They can. They'll go negative. Which means if you put money in the bank, you have to pay the bank to keep it. How do you like that? It's going on in Europe. It's already going on there. It's coming here. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope everything I say is wrong about this. Well, I mean, the stuff I'm talking about with the common denominators between Bush and Obama, that's facts. That's not like an opinion. That's facts. I hope I'm wrong about the economy. I don't think I can be. I study economics. I love economics. Every single economist that was warning about the 2008 bubble is all out there warning about this one. The same ones who were out there in 2007 bragging about how great the economy is are the same ones bragging about how great it is now. Isn't it interesting that the same whistleblowers who are out there trying to warn people how to protect themselves and how to save themselves, trying to save the poor and the middle class before the 2008 bubble, those guys are not on TV? Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're listening to CNN or Fox News. Those guys are not on TV. People, start listening to alternative media. Start doing your own research. Start Googling things. Start Googling both sides of the issue. Look up people that actually are credible, not people who talk like they're credible, people that have a history of being credible. I don't have all the answers, but I'm here to try to warn people. I'm here to unite people. I'm here to wake people up. The way I'm trying to unite people by pointing this out is to have people recognize on both sides that people are super corrupt and that nothing is changing. If we start recognizing this, we will be able to elect people that actually are going to help our country. If we keep fighting over Obama being so much better than Bush or Bush being so much better than Obama, we are going to keep ending up being in the same exact position we're at, where we're picking between Hillary Clinton, someone who should be in prison, and Donald Trump, a complete egotistical maniac. The choice is up to us. We get to choose what we want as Americans. I say we start uniting instead of dividing. I say we start waking up the people that are our friends, and we don't attack them. We just point out the realities. When they're living in their bubble about how great their person is, just point out the facts. Be polite about it, but be honest. Anything else is going to keep leading our country down this path. And I don't think most of us like the path we're headed down. If you do, don't listen to my videos. If you actually want change and you're trying to look for sincere answers and results, that's what I'm here for. Thank you all. Brandon Renas, signing out.